Mother.
Are you good now?
I think so.
You good? All right. Anything else you want to change mid-show? You're good? Can we start?
Just my co-host.
Wow.
Was that aggressive?
No. We know you don't mean that. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Man Cave Podcast. It's the backyard edition. We are in George's mansion with his handmade, what do you call this, a gazebo?
It is a gazebo, yeah. Okay. Shit took us 2 weekends to build.
It's very nice. Protects us from the rain and all kind of like bullshit weather. So hopefully this episode goes as planned.
You know what it doesn't protect you against?
What's that?
Ava.
That's a crazy way to open the episode.
Or Kris, bro. Whatever the fuck we want to call that person.
Oh, man. I like when you told me about it, I hadn't heard anything. And then I started like looking at some stuff and I was like.
I think the craziest part is that it's the Mr. Beast like
brand,
right? Like, and he's come to bat for this dude multiple times already. But there's so much wrong with how this whole thing is being handled.
But Mr. Beast, like, so squeaky clean up to this point. Like, I mean, of course, people hate on him for different type of things, yeah, but like this is major. Yeah. Like, this is groundbreaking stuff.
Yeah, I mean, first people obviously attacked because it was like, oh, you got a transgender on your team, and you know, Mr. Beast was like, he's my friend, right. And then I think all these other stuff. So let's just backtrack a little bit.
Sure.
Right. The shit that pisses me off is that this situation isn't being handled the way it's been handled before, because of
when you say before, you mean like
other people. Okay. You know, when other people come out or it's been found that they've done some, you know, stuff with minors.
Yeah.
It's always like, all right, you know, hang them by the balls, right? Let's get rid of them. You know what I mean?
It's a crazy pun.
Get them the fuck out of here, right? Cancel them.
Yeah.
Close the door. This wasn't like that. This shit was like, first of all, this Ava person was like, I decided to step away from Mr. Beast because of transphobic comments.
But didn't Mr. Beast say that Ava was fired?
Later, when Mr. Beast finally broke his like the silence,
okay, he
says that he fired Ava. So like already there's a contradiction between the information that's being put out there. I'm inclined to believe Mr. Beast more than the PDF file, as you said. So that shit is annoying me because like a couple weeks ago, people who know Dr. Disrespect put out a statement. Apparently he got banned from Twitch 2 or 3 years ago.
Okay.
People never really knew why it happened. It was sudden.
Yeah.
Right? Dr. Disrespect banned from Twitch. No one knows why. He kind of went radio silent at that point. Came back on YouTube.
Yeah.
Started doing the shit on YouTube. But everybody always kind of wondered what the fuck happened. Right. Why did he? And then 2 Twitch employees or ex-Twitch employees were like, yo, y'all know that Dr. Disrespect got banned from Twitch because we found him using whispers to contact a minor.
What are whispers? Like DMs for
in Twitch? Which, first of all, who the fuck does that? No one uses whispers.
First of all, that sounds crazy.
You trying to whisper a minor?
You're whispering? Like, that sounds crazy. Yeah.
What you doing? So they put that information out, and then it kind of blew up, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
And then he put out a statement that he edited like 3 or 4 times on X, right? Twitter. Where he was basically like, yeah, you know, that it is true that I was communicating with a person that was a minor.
But nothing
really happened.
Yeah.
I got paid my dues from Twitch financially. They never found that I did anything illegal. Bro, this isn't helping you at all.
At all.
Like, one of the things that I've said when I was talking to Eric, who made a video about this, dog, like, what was your intentions? You're not hitting up a minor to be cool, like to be friends. You're hitting up a minor because you have intentions, whether those intentions were acted upon or not. Those intentions were there. You weren't hitting them up to just be like, hey, I thought you were a cool person.
Right.
Let's hang out.
And for the people who use that as an excuse, you're still a weirdo.
Yeah.
Because why are you a grown-ass individual communicating with a child?
And then even if it's from like a content creator standpoint, if you're like, yo, this kid's coming up, maybe I should do something with them. You don't hit up that kid You go to the parents, you go to their managers, whoever, right? Everybody else the fuck around them, not the fucking kid.
Right.
So red flags all around with doctor disrespect.
Yeah.
But when that shit happened, obviously there's going to be the weirdos that are like, oh, but we need proof. Even though he admitted it.
Right.
Still wasn't enough for the weirdos that are supporting him for some reason.
Right.
But then there's the backlash, which is like he did some shitty things, shit on him, right? People were like, yuck, this is disgusting, blah, blah, blah. Now, fast forward to this whole Ava situation. The same people that were like, yuck, this is disgusting, are now like, wait, we don't have all the details, right? Let's not make this like, it's a whole thing against trans people, right? And that's the problem. This is no longer, what did Ava do? People are like, well, this isn't like, we can't really attack him because if we attack him, then we're attacking trans people. It's the post that I showed you from fucking Rolling Stones.
Yeah.
Let me fucking pull up the picture just because I don't want to fuck up their wording. That shit pissed me off, bro.
Yeah, I can tell.
That shit really fucking pissed me off.
You've used 17 swear words in 2 sentences.
Ava Kris Tyson steps away from all things Mr. Beast amid transphobic attacks.
So, hold on. First, let me say, now hearing that back, they're not lying, but it's misleading. So
they're not saying why he walked away.
Yes.
Or that misleading. He wasn't. I guess they're saying walked away because that's what he said happened.
Right.
And at that point, Mr. Beast hadn't said that he fired him. So they're going with that information.
Right.
Right. But then underneath it, they go to talk about, because he was caught grooming an underage kid.
Should have led with that.
Why is that not the title?
Should have led with that.
He didn't walk away because of transphobic comments.
Right.
He walked away because he knew he got caught doing some shit.
Well, amid and because of are a little different. Like amid means like there's some stuff happening around you. And so you move a little different, but not like, something happened to you, so you walked away from it.
So it's like as a result of what happened, you're getting transphobic comments.
Exactly.
So he stepped away from Mr.
Exactly.
Beast. Even that is like,
because
you're walking away for the wrong reason.
And because like Rolling Stones is a huge like media company.
Yeah.
Like a century probably old at this point.
Mm-hmm.
Like, y'all are real journalists over there. You know exactly how to paint people in the light that makes them look not so bad, and you know how to make them look like pieces of shit.
Yeah.
Why are you leading with the one where it's like, okay, this person didn't really do anything.
Mm-hmm.
Like they're just kind of going with the flow and making sure that they don't like suffer anymore.
Yeah.
Like you clearly, this person has clearly done something wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Lead with that. Let everybody know the truth.
It's like, I keep using Dr. Disrespect as an example because they were both in the content creation space. And they both came out for the same shit, right?
Mm.
For Dr. Disrespect situation, it was like full force.
Yeah.
With the Ava situation, they're like tiptoeing on eggshells.
You think it's because it's a straight man versus a trans person?
100%.
Let me ask you, do you think this situation with this Ava person, do you think this casts like a bad light on all trans people?
No, in the same way that I don't think that the Dr. Disrespect situation shines a bad light on men.
Do you think that it like other people would see it that way though?
The same, yeah, 100%. That's why women would rather be caught in the woods with a bear than a man because they can't differentiate shit. It's the same exact
generalization.
Argument.
Yeah.
So the people that are like, all men are the worst because there's a statistic that shows that men are doing this, or they find a man doing talking to minors. Right. Now men are the worst. And then there's the people that are going to do the same shit with the trans people. Oh, a trans person got caught grooming a minor.
Yeah.
All trans people ...
Yeah.
And that's their own shit. That's the fucked up way of dealing with that.
Right.
But these big like corporations, the news, the people that are responsible for giving out news, like you said, shouldn't be like tiptoeing around it.
No, and
you guys need to come full force the same way you did with everything else.
And it's crazy because it's almost like it's cool to shit on straight men. Like that's the thing in this day and age.
It's like they find a straight guy that did something and they're like, yes, we got another one. Fuck, send it out.
Justin Timberlake.
What did he do?
Man was bringing sexy back to the prison.
Yes, he was.
Crazy.
One line of coke at a time.
Yo, the whole situation is weird because it's like, all right, like I get wanting to be an ally, as they would say, but like, are we really going to just start sweeping shit under the rug or downplaying the severity of it? Because now you're opening the door for other people to do similar stuff, and they'll get slapped on the wrist.
Yeah, and it's odd because when shit like this happens, people are so quick to be like, all right, let's use this one to make an example of.
Right.
They're not doing that with this. It was like, well, the example they're setting is that, well, let's take a step back. Let's not fucking do what we do all the time. Let's learn from our mistakes. And, now it's innocent until proven guilty. Even though him walking away, I think that is proof enough for me. Somebody was like, yo, you did ... And I know 110% I didn't fucking do that shit. You're not going to find any proof that I did that shit. That shit is non-existent.
Right.
I am not fucking going nowhere.
Right.
But if somebody's like, yo, I know you did this and I better fucking step away, maybe get out of the hot spot for a second.
Right.
Because you did some shit.
Right.
Cause and effect. The reaction that you had for what was found over here is proof enough for me that there's some shit that you tried to hide.
I want to come back to this, but I don't want to forget this one point that I want to make right now. The audacity of this fucking person, Ava, to sully the Mr. Beast brand like this. Bruh, this man has done so much for not just this country, but for the world. And you're close to him. Mm-hmm. You're basically taking advantage of your position in doing this. Because I'm pretty sure some in some part of their mind, they were like, oh, nobody's looking for me. I'm rolling with Mr. Beast.
Right. Now Mr. Beast go ahead and say he gonna hire a whole private investigator.
And fuck your whole life up.
This is gonna be a new video for him. Somebody who used to be on the Mr. Beast team came out as a PDF file. I hired a private investigator to see if it's true. If he could solve the mystery, he wins $100,000 cash.
I hired 100 investigators.
I hired 100 investigators to see if they could find out. The first one to come back with some hard evidence wins $100,000. They all have 24 hours.
Ava life will be flipped the fuck upside down. Just because I know there's already stuff on the internet, people exposing like comments and tweets and all kind of shit. Where one of them was even like, oh, I'm coming for America. I think this was before they transitioned. Your name used to be Kris or something. Yeah. So yeah, before they transitioned, they were like tweeting crazy wild shit to minors. It was just like, how did we let it get this far? Like this person's already transitioned and started doing some other shit, but they were being inappropriate with children before now.
Yeah. So there's that. Apparently, there's also like Mr. Beast ain't so squeaky clean either. Though.
Oh Lord,
he said some shit before too. Let me see if I can pull that shit up.
The bigger they are, the harder they fall. They say.
The funny thing is like Mr. Beast is like YouTube Jesus, right? Which is why
that's crazy.
You
might as well. Yeah, you might as well.
So that's why it's such a big deal that this happened, and everybody was waiting to catch his response because this is going to be so representative of him and then his money and his channel. So. It's kind of a big deal.
Selling N-word for $400 money? The most I would pay is like $300. Sorry, $400 is just out of my price range for that type of stuff. QQ, shut the fuck up, you stupid. If the video was looped, how would I call you a stupid Exactly. It's now looped, fucking dumbass. N-word, 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 N-word. Thanks, Hassan, for the donation. I appreciate it. No boys. No more typing the N-word in chat. No more cursing. Selling 10 for $69 each. That's a steep price. I don't think you're going to get any sales. I'm kidding.
So
what the fuck?
I don't know what he was on about, but this is on YouTube. Like he did that shit for sure. And obviously that's 100% him.
If that's how he started, my man had a crazy PR team to rebrand himself. It. What?
This is not the right way to do
it. I would have thought that was like AI. If you would have showed me that shit without like, somebody that I trust, I'd be like, wow, this is not Mr. Beast. Wow.
So he ain't squeaky clean, but he's definitely now, like you said, PR trained to a motherfucking like to perfection.
Right.
But that's why it's like, yo, do I even like, I want to say that I've believed Mr. Beast in the fact that, you know, as soon as he found out, he was like, yeah, you got to go. Versus he found out and then he was like, well, let's see what we can do. And then it got too far down the road where he can't protect them anymore. And it was like, yo, you got to go.
Yeah. Damn. All it takes is for one little thing to happen to open up the chink in the armor, and then the floodgates is 100%. Open. Yeah, I guess that's
why you got to handpick your squad when you're that big.
Not only that, you can't be a piece of shit on the internet because it lives forever.
Oh yeah, that fucking digital footprint is insane.
And like, let's not pretend like everybody's fucking perfect, because nobody's perfect. Everybody has.
I said some shit on this show. You guys might be able to find it. Just go watch every episode that we release.
Yeah, especially with the one where you said that you used to troll a dude on Twitch.
That was I did that.
Cyberbullying. Yeah. Hilarious. Hilarious.
Cyberbullying.
Hilarious. Yo, so since we were talking about this, I pulled some stats up, and I thought this would be interesting to share for people.
Okay.
America clearly has a minor essay problem. Not essay like writing, SA, like abbreviation, because I don't want to get us shadow banned for the 17th time in this year. 1 in 9 girls and 1 in 20 boys experience some form of it. And that's according to RAIN, which is like an anti-essay organization. Okay. That's a staggering number. That means you have 9 little girls lined up. One of them is going to be subjected to that at some point in their life before they turn 18.
And it was 1 in 20?
1 in 9 for girls.
But
1
for
in 20 boys. Okay. Religious organizations account for 30% of all child abuse cases. And that's only second to 39% committed by elementary and secondary schools. So these are places where you think your kids are safe, and it's actually like hunting season once they start going there.
They're fucking like, which one do I want?
Yo, I mean, I'm sure the religious organization probably is no surprise to anybody.
Not at all.
If you're Catholic, you already know how your priests get down. Sorry to say, I went to Catholic school.
Are you okay?
I'm good. Trust me, they don't like black ones.
Okay, cool. All right.
Got a little taint. Got a little taint to us down there. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm sorry. Maybe that was a bad joke. Well, maybe we'll look back and see.
We'll see.
That didn't land so well, but it is what it is.
But yeah, so that whole like Ava situation, obviously the way I've been talking in this video, that shit pissed me off. The whole like talking to minors, that shit is so exhausting. Like it feels like every other fucking week.
Every other week.
It's like, oh, this person got caught talking to this fucking person.
We just had Nickelodeon come out.
That whole thing.
It's like a whole cesspool of PDF files.
Fucking Drake, apparently, according to, you know.
Those are accusations, okay? What did you say about Ava? Let's get some proof first.
Okay.
Yeah, let's get some proof first. Nah, that everybody knows that I like Drake's music, obviously. I'm not a Drake fan. I think saying a fan of anybody as a grown man is wild.
Yeah, I'll take a step back.
Yeah, I'll see that.
You're an adult. You got bills.
Exactly. Yeah. And he's not paying any of them yet. So
Drizzy.
BBL. Nah. But yo, I think it's crazy to just be like, oh, this person did this, and then we all start running with it.
Yeah.
Because you and I are on the internet, and if people felt like it, they could say, oh, George likes to watch little kids at the swimming pool.
Watch it. Don't give him ideas.
I'm just saying, like, and then people run with that, then the podcast is over because I'm not rolling with you. I'm sorry.
You dipping?
Bro, what? I will cut this whole damn show in half. It'll be 16 minutes.
Yeah, no, 100%, bro. Like that shit is, I do understand the idea. Like, yo, can't believe everything. Obviously, we've said that on this show a bunch of times. The shit that come out on the internet, like, take it with a grain of salt until there's some valid arguments or proof that really showcases it.
Facts.
But the way people move also when that information comes out is very telling.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
So that's also a big thing.
100%.
But I don't know what's going on, bro. Fucking, what's his name? The comedian, like, that said that the truth would be revealed this year.
Oh, Cat Williams.
Cat Williams.
He said the comedian. You know Cat, yeah.
I don't know who that is. But, you know, every fucking month, everything he says keeps coming back.
But these are people that Cat don't even know. What is
he said? And it'll be the year that the truth is revealed. Bro, and every month the truth is being revealed.
But in all honesty, what year since COVID hasn't been wild as fuck? Since 2020, it's been nonstop savagery on the internet. Like everywhere.
Fucking bingo cards.
Bro,
we gotta
what?
figure this shit out.
Bruh, man, I'm just waiting for them to come out and say Joe Biden has been dead for the last 15 years.
That's an argument that they're saying. People are saying that he's been dead COVID? For a minute.
Yeah.
Have you seen the recording or like Kamala was talking on stage and apparently was on the phone talking to Biden and goes, oh, it's so good to hear from him. Like she's now talking to everybody else. And she goes, Mr. President, I know you're still on the call. And people was like, she was going to say recording because this is a recording of him. He's dead.
But then he just put out a state of address talking about why he's dropping out of the race or whatever. I think that was today or yesterday as we're recording this. It's July 25th. So I think it was today or yesterday that he talked about why he's dropping out. Yeah. So if he's dead, they're doing a hella job with the deep fakes.
Yeah, they killing that shit. I mean, government level for sure.
But no, I mean, with technology in this day and age, bruh, you really could fake anything.
Yeah.
Which is another reason why I don't think it's a good idea for us to just start jumping on believing everything that we hear, everything that we see on internet. Like, obviously, with Ava's situation, people had receipts and they could go back years ago and show like, no, this motherfucker been on some shit since however long ago.
Yeah.
What you got?
So I'm gonna switch gears a little bit.
Okay.
Keep it in the little content creation space. You know Ninja. Everybody knows who Ninja is, right? So
hater. I'm your biggest hater.
He is Ninja is actually a big ass hater. Especially like he hates Kai. But apparently he's catching a little bit of heat, but I kind of understand where he's coming from. So I'm gonna show you the video.
Oh Lord. George.
Where he's talking about that he doesn't really play with girls. Like he's like, I don't really talk to girls. Like I don't invite them to my games, streams.
Okay.
Right. He's like, I'm a married man. Like why do I have to do any of that?
Okay.
So, but this is the video.
Like I don't do that. I go out of my way to make sure that I am never even alone.
I don't do that.
Facts.
I go out of my way to make sure that I am never even alone.
Even like my PR, like it doesn't matter who it is. I don't care if they work for me, whatever, bro. There is someone else in that room at all times. If we're alone, I leave.
Even like my PR person, like
that's like that's on like fidelity, right?
There is someone else in that room at all times. If we're alone,
I don't DM anyone. I DM my boys. Like I DM like
on like fidelity
guys in the community.
As for anything else,
no, there's no private messages.
I don't DM anyone.
If there are, it's like someone like Chica
guys in the community
or like. You know,
no, there's no private messages going on.
Just like people in the space.
It's like someone like.
And then I let my wife know. And then as for like people that I know, bro,
like people.
I don't know you. I'm not DMing you. I don't want to get to know you, dude. I don't want to find out you're only 17. Like I don't
know you, dude.
Ninja, that's a weird reason to not want to DM somebody, but I get where you're coming from.
But he kind of spin. Like I 100% understand what he's like, what he means.
What's the backlash about? I don't get it. That seems like a logical, rational.
For men.
Yeah.
Two married men understand 100% where this married man is coming from in the sense that it's out of respect. Like, and for my wife, I'm not about to just be out here making friends. So, but this girl, this woman on Twitter responded, like tagged him and was like, I don't understand the whole I'm in a relationship, so I can't speak to the opposite sex. Like, what's trust for? Just because you're in a relationship doesn't mean you have to limit yourself to who your friends are.
Tell that to your wife.
Right. In some cases, if the other person has bad intentions, totally distance yourself. I stayed in an Airbnb with 3 guys that I'm friends with for Champs, which is a like EA.
Okay.
And my boyfriend didn't bat an eye. People are like, you stayed in an Airbnb, just you and 3 other guys. And then Swag, I don't know if people know Face Swag, reposted her and was like, not one guy on God's green earth would be okay with their girl staying in an Airbnb with 3 dudes.
I'm just having a hard time even believing that nothing happened in this story, but I don't want to paint this person as a whatever. It's just, I think anybody, regardless of the sex, would be uncomfortable with their partner staying with 3 people in an Airbnb and they're of the opposite sex.
100%.
First of all, and women know firsthand how crafty other women can be. So 9 times out of 10, they don't want their husbands getting super close or super personal with a woman, especially if they're working together and spending a lot of time. That's how shit starts to happen.
Yeah.
And shout out to Ninja, even though he's got his own shit.
He be tweaking. But yeah, no, when I saw that, I was like, I 100% agree with what he's saying.
So it's basically women trashing him
upset because, like, what the fuck? Just because you're married, you're saying that you can't have female friends, that you can't have girls on your streams, that you can't collab with women because you're married. Like, yeah, why do I need that? Like, they can create their own space. They got what they're doing. They don't need me to do that, because then what are you relying on me for?
Do you know the context in which this happened? Like, why did he feel a need to even...
I'm sure people were talking about the whole Ava situation.
Okay.
And then he just runs into DMing people.
Okay.
And then just to protect himself, protect his relationship with his wife, he goes into the detail about, I don't even talk to women. Like, I'm not even doing that.
Yeah. No, I don't.
So I get it.
Even like if you're not a married man, like with the number of like, essay allegations and stuff coming out, like, do you want to put yourself in the line of fire? Of course not. Like, if I'm super wealthy, I want people around me who, yes, can do the job, but also aren't going to get me jammed up. And if that means that I need to protect myself from women, just blanket statement women, then yeah, I'm going to move like Ninja. Because the last thing I want is for you, I'm on the laptop, you jump on my lap, now I'm in jail.
Right. Because now you can spin the story however you want.
Because believe all women.
Yeah.
And
men are all the worst.
Depending on what state you're in, they lock you up first and ask questions later. I think New York is like that. Like if they have received reports of like with Jonathan Major, if they receive reports
they're gonna
of
lock
abuse,
you up. Yeah.
You're going to jail.
Guilty until proven innocent.
Exactly. America.
But yeah, so that's the episode this week. I know it was kind of a fucked up tone, but hey, fucked up shit. But fucked up shit happens. And just because of it, I don't think we need to shy away from it.
Yeah.
So being able to talk about that and just call people out on doing some dumb shit like that, I don't see anything wrong with it.
And just to kind of like bring this home, it doesn't matter what you identify as or who you are or whatever. If you do something fucked up, you did something fucked up. You don't represent all of the people who are like you, unless it's like all Puerto Ricans are just radically racist like George. Then yeah, like we can make that statement. But everybody's different. Ava's not the spokesperson for trans people. So don't shit on all trans people just because they did something wild. You know what I'm saying?
I agree with you. Every single word you said there, I agree with every word.
I'm sure you do.
Catch y'all next week.
All right.